Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, my name is Sandesh Rai and I'm here as an IELTS speaking examiner. What's your full name?
My name is Deepak Bhattrai.
Okay, and what shall I call you?
You can just call me Deepak.
All right, Deepak. Can I see your identification?
Yes, here is my passport.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. It's fine. Okay. And would you tell me how would you like to spend your leisure time?
Normally, as usual, I used to roam around my home side. Like if there is, it's different on time, what time I'm free. If it's morning, then I will just make some food for me or my family. Or it's evening or afternoon time, then if afternoon, then I will watch movie, a Netflix series. And in evening time, I will just go somewhere, walk around my neighbor or somewhere nearby temple, like visiting near area.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. And what are you doing currently? Are you a student or a job holder?
I am a job holder. Currently, I am working as a sous chef in a restaurant named as Mazaj, which is located in Tamil. It is one of the international cuisine restaurant which we serve Mediterranean, Italian, as well as Arabic food.
Okay. All right. Now let's begin from part one. And the topic is related with health. Is it important to you to eat healthy food? Why or why not?
Yes, of course, I do believe in balanced diet food. Like normally, we generally don't eat like balanced diet food. Normally, we eat when we are in the phase of maintaining a body, but we do not do that where we have to eat normally kind of healthy food. We started eating a junk food at the age of like teenage. This is the time to make your body or build up your body as a health point of view, but at that time we didn't eat normally. Casually we would eat more junk food, but it's more important to eat a balanced diet food, which is very important to maintain your body physically fit, mentally alert, and socially adjustable also.
Okay. If you catch a cold, what do you do to help you feel better? Why?
If I do catch cold, then obviously I need to take some body rest and need some warm food like a soup also, or we can do something, make a healthy food I mentioned before, a balanced diet food also, or simply we can take extra care of our body by eating a hot soup and good balanced diet protein food, and otherwise we can consult with doctor also. Cold.
Okay. All right. Okay. Number three question is likewise. Do you pay attention to public information about health? Why or why not?
Yes, of course, I do attention, a lot of attention about the public health because it's matter me a lot. Whereas I do believe health is wealth. At first, your health comes, then only certain things will come later. But if I'm not healthy, look, I'm a working person. I used to work from morning to day and evening shift, sometimes night shift. For in my case, my body, my health need to be healthy so I can regulate my work daily basis. And for everyone, I used to think like if you are not healthy, you cannot, if you want to live a good life, healthy life, like you will realize late in 60s or 70s, maybe in 80s. I have my grandparents who are 86 and 92 years old now, and sometime I used to spend my leisure time with them, and they talk me about the healthy food and like being concerned with health. He also was a former army in India, and he tell me about how a healthy body is needed to survive for a long lasting. And today he is 92 years old. He is a bit weak, but he's totally fine at the age of 92. He can walk around. He can see clearly his vision also. That's why sometimes I feel like, oh, that's sometimes my mind hit that thing. Yes, healthy food is concerned, and I need to be concerned about health. By seeing such examples, I'm so much concerned about the health.
Okay. Right. And what would you do to have a healthier lifestyle?
For a healthier lifestyle, there must be certain rules, or I might be stay in a discipline of being doing some sort of physical activities, or going to gym, or doing morning walk, evening walk, maintaining body physically fit by doing exercise, playing sports, outdoor sports, and by taking a frequently bath, keeping your body clean, as well as eating a balanced diet food is as much as necessary. It both goes sideways. Exercise, make doing exercise a lot and maintaining a body along with eating a healthy food. This could be it.
Okay. All right. We have completed part one and we are heading to part two. It is a cue card session. I'll hand over these questions and you'll get 1 minute preparation time. Okay. And please take these questions and even paper and pen if you require. Okay, and your preparation time begins now. All right, okay, your
Yes.
preparation time is over. Please start speaking.
Let's see a question. Yes. We're waiting for the one thing I have been waiting for a long time is one of our Hinduism great festival Dasai, because since the past few years I was back in abroad somewhere working for a betterment of my life, and I hadn't celebrated this Dasai festival with my family. Maybe it's a gap of 3 to 4 years, and it was a very huge impact in my mind that when I will be in home at this season time where I can celebrate this Dasai, which is the one of the greatest and big festival of Nepalese people who follow the Hinduism religion. And when I came back to Nepal, and I feel like, oh, this is a festival time, and it was a very surprising for me. Like I can meet with my many more friends which will I haven't met for 4 5 years, and there was a gap between, and I can feel that gap with the joy and sorrow, bone sharing, many more things, and as well as with my family, my parents, and my brothers also. Where we enjoy a lot, and it was the fact like why I was waiting for it desperately was that the thing I was in abroad and I see it by only by doing a video calls in a festivals as a by through a communication medium by social media, but by being a physical touch with your brother, with your sister, with your cousin and family, it's feel different. And at that time I realized that wherever you be, but at the end of the day you need a family. At the end of the life you need a family to support you, to celebrate it. It doesn't matter that how much you earn, how much you be famous, how much you gain respect from others, but at the end of the day you need a family to share your joy and sorrow, to celebrate a festival like Dasai, Tiyar, Holi, anything like maybe Christmas or December 25, like January, New Year Eve, everything needs a family. And I feel there is that kind of certain connection with a family, and that festival bring to us. Even for example, we can take like many more our Nepalese youngsters go abroad and they celebrate by themselves in other foreign land. But it's okay. But when you come back to your country, in a lap of your parents, you can celebrate that thing. And I feel that there was something missing, like there was a place for in my heart, like to fulfill that desires, and that desires were fulfilled by last year the same when I came back to Nepal. And I feel really grateful for that, which my families do for me. And like we cook food, we went somewhere, travel with the temple and celebrate Dasai, flying kites and roaming around, going for the movies, watching sports together. It's all about family, which I was desperately waiting for it to celebrate a Dasai festival together.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, we have completed part two as well, and please hand over this paper and pen. Okay, now let's begin part three, and questions are likewise. In what kinds of situations should people always arrive early?
It's matter of time, I think. Like what kind of situation is that? But for me, like to be a punctual is the honesty, best honesty. Like when somebody is expecting you at a 7 a.m., then you must arrive 6:55 or exactly 7 or before few minutes earlier. Sometime maybe you may be in trouble, or sometime you might get stuck in a traffic. For instance, like in Kathmandu Valley where we live, there is lots of traffic problem, and where we have to arrive 7:30 or 7 or 8, we need to move from our house. It's depend on distance and how much traffic is that in the peak hour, and such things matter. But when you have to be there, someone is waiting for you, someone is giving time for you, and you have to respect their time also. So I totally agree with the situation, which like I don't want to make other people wait. It's the matter of time also, because they are providing you time, then you also respect their time. If people respect my time, then I have to respect their time also. I do believe so.
Okay, right. How important is it to arrive early in your country?
It's like in common general people normally don't think so. Like there is also saying of like Nepali time or something like that. Like if you are expected to be in 7, then you are arriving at 7:30 or 8 or might be 9 also sometimes. But it really feels bad to know that somewhere some people think like that, but not all people think like that. Those who are bounded with the rules and regulation, there are some people like suppose who are a bank worker, who are government official, who are like a police officer, like in a restaurant also, like a chef or a waiter, manager, everybody, like a teacher, everybody have to be on their time. So there are certain rules and regulations for those people who, which workplace define their time, so they will arrive in their time. But in our country, like normally in a party or maybe somewhere gathering, there may be people will be late, I guess so. But otherwise, on in other field, everyone is on time.
Okay, all right. And how can modern technology help people to arrive early?
Now, modern technology is a blessing for us, those who we are living in this generation, I guess 21st century. At, in this age, we can define everything by using our modern technology. Suppose we need to go somewhere in a nearby place or outside of valley, we can just see a Google map, and there we can see which is the peak hour, how much is the traffic we can see, or we can just use a modern technology by calling somewhere your destination place. Might be you are arriving in a hotel or airport, and you can just make a phone call to there, and you can get the information, lots things about it, like they can provide you, okay sir, you can come at the night time where it is not so busy, or some you might arrive at an early time, so it's not easy, you will not get stuck in traffic. Such things, such simple things, it's look like a simple things, but such things matter a lot. So modern technology is a blessing, and it helps amazingly, like which I cannot express in word by many words, but it's so much of good things that people are using it very nicely. And I think that's a good thing for people to be advanced, also living in a generation by where in our forefather or ancestor what they do, we don't know. Like there was no technology, no internet, but now there is internet, there is modern technology, you have, everything is in your hand now. You can do anything, you can oh, the world is around in your palm when you have a mobile phone, when there is internet. That's why I think modern technology helps a lot.
Okay. And next question is, what kinds of jobs require the most patience?
What kind of, I think all sorts of jobs require more patience, because patience is the key of success, I do believe that. And for instance, if you are working for a certain organization or a company or a small middle, like small cottage industry or large industry, it doesn't matter, it's all about the patience and the hard work you do. Like as you started as a simple junior staff, and by your patience and hard work, by year by year, more to go. Like such kind of people believe that this why the patience people do success later. It early success is a scam, I think. I think that. And for instance, like if I do on more than 1,000, 100 of 1,000 in a per night, then it could be vanish in a one night also. But by the patience, by the hard work, I have been waited for more year by year, and more after a decade, if I earn millions of $1,000 or money, then it will be worth it for also. Like it will be a praiseworthy for me. So the patience is the key to the work, and it has to grow a person very much better.
Okay, all right. And is it always better to be patient in work or studies?
Like it depends on situation, I don't think so like every time you have to be a patient. Sometimes somewhere you, if you feel like oh I have to wait, or oh no I cannot hold this situation, and it's deep inside what you feel about the situation or the work which where you are doing. Suppose you are working as a supervisor, and you want to be a manager, and the owner will say like I will see your work excellence, and later I will look after you. Such things is the patience, and there it's hold your patience and your discipline and hard working. But if you get somewhere opportunity better, then their patience doesn't work. And like in the field I work as a restaurant, if I get a certain amount of payment in a restaurant, and another restaurant is offering me some thousands more, then I need one step to take out from there. But sometimes we need a patience, like what if I stay here and work for a while, then they might give me more thousands than they are offering. So it's all the matter of a time and situation where you are and what you are doing. But if you really want to grow, but let them know you're like who is your senior also, let them know that you are keen interested in working hard and growing and building you, like those who helps you build up, and let your inner self also decide that you want to grow up. So sometimes it's better to leave that place and go somewhere to take a step out, and you can see the world where you can be a better person. But sometimes the patience also work, and sometimes the patience doesn't.
Okay,
Thank you.
right. And do you agree or disagree that the older people are the more patient they are?
Yeah, I totally agree on this statement. I can't deny this because the older people are those people who have seen the life before than us. Like, though it doesn't matter how many years old he or she is, or the junior one, though you are 1 year also junior than someone, then he might have a more knowledge. It may not be in a definite particular field, but maybe in life experience. Like knowing, that's why there is believe that you need to listen to your elders and elders. Somewhere, sometimes they feel a very good decision, or they might guide you in a proper way which they have been through. Like in a path I am working or moving, my grandparents, my father has already moved in that path at the age of 20s. My father already been in 20s, so he know how the things goes in here, and my grandparents know better than how the things goes on while he was in 20s, how he does his hard work and struggle, how he maintain the things step by step. We can learn from them. That's why I really respect the elder people, because they are well experienced, they are well knowledge, and they are well disciplined, and they love their junior, and they guide them and in a proper way, without like there is no towards no selfishness for the junior one. While elder people say something, there is no selfishness. So I think we need to listen them, we need to totally respect them for their guidance, and we need to look after them. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much. We have completed today's speaking session.
Thank
And
you, sir.
okay, now it's time for feedback. Okay, as we know, there are four right areas for evaluation. Number one, pronunciation. Okay, the words which you are pronouncing, each and every word was clear and it's okay. And number two, vocabularies. Okay, you are using vocabs in well manner, and somewhere again you need to work out on
Yes.
vocabularies. It's like you are using
Yes.
very good, or yeah, like yeah,
Excellent.
yeah,
Sometime I need to
yeah. So you have to
avoid
work
that.
out on some vocabs. Otherwise, you are using some idioms also or some phrasal verb. It's totally fine. Okay. Now, third one, if I have to talk about your grammatical range and accuracy, you were accurate 100%, and the way you use grammar was totally fine. And last, that is about fluency. I didn't have to tell you about fluency. You were fluent enough, and you're expressing your thought in easy manner. And overall, if I have to give you score, then I'd provide you 8. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.